सेव करके ना व्हाट्सएप पे। तुम्हाला ते रीड
आगे आ जाओ, आगे आ जाओ।
A very warm and pleasant good morning to one and all present here and who joined us virtually. I, Pankaj Chaudhary, FTP Cell Coordinator, welcome resource person of this guest lecture, worthy Principal Sir Dr. Jagdish Gupta ji, IQAC Coordinator Shri Satveer Singh ji in absentia, convener of this guest lecture, Mrs. Harvinder Jeet ji, and organizing secretary of this guest lecture, Sunil ji. And my worthy colleagues and all the virtual participants and dear students, we welcome you all on behalf of Arya PG College at the outset of this guest lecture on how to use and access open access resources. As you all know, COVID or this pandemic has brought the world somehow to halt. Besides some challenges, it has also created opportunities and new dimensions of learning. Education and research remain the harbinger of personal and professional development. We are here to learn on contemporary and very relevant topic of research, how to access and use the open access e-resources. Open access refers to the resources that are freely available for viewing and for use. Open access is not the same on public domain, and most open access creators do retain their copyrights with them. Open access differs from the open source or open launched. An increasing number of educational resources are published with open licenses, allowing for modification, allowing for re-editing, and other such utilization. You can use the open access as you want for attribution, for using the copyrights, you can edit, you can modify. तो आज का ये जो हमारा गेस्ट लेक्चर है इसी पे बेस्ड है कि किस तरह ओपन रिसोर्सेज आपके लिए हेल्पफुल हो सकते हैं. नाउ आई वुड लाइक टू इनवाइट organizing secretary of this guest lecture, Mr. Sunil Kumar, for the further proceedings. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good morning, all of you. Honorable today's speaker, Dr. Anil, respected principal, sir, Dr. Jagdish Gupta ji, research cell coordinator, Santosh Tikku ma'am, IQC सेल कोऑर्डिनेटर श्री सतबीर सिंह और एफडीपी सेल के कोऑर्डिनेटर पंकज चौधरी, मैं सभी का लाइब्रेरी स्टाफ की ओर से आपका स्वागत करता हूं. यहाँ आज का हमारा लेक्चर का विषय है हाउ टू यूज. जैसे पंकज जी ने आपको पहले बता भी चुके हैं कि हाउ टू यूज ओपन एक्सेस ई रिसोर्सेज. सब कुछ ओपन है, लेकिन किसको यूज करना है, कौन वैल्यूएबल है हमारे लिए, उसके ऊपर हमारे लिए कौन सा ऑथेंटिक है, उसके ऊपर हमारा लेक्चर रहेगा. अब मैं प्रिंसिपल सर से अनुरोध करूंगा कि वो मुख्य प्रवक्ता महोदय का बुके देकर स्वागत करें. प्रिंसिपल सर. साथ में मैम थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच. हमारे आज के मुख्य प्रवक्ता हैं डॉक्टर अनिल कुमार. अब मैं आप सभी से इनका परिचय करवाना चाहूँगा. डॉक्टर अनिल कुमार मास्टर ऑफ लाइब्रेरी इंफॉर्मेशन साइंस और एमफिल कुरुक्षेत्र यूनिवर्सिटी कुरुक्षेत्र से किया है और दोनों में ही आप गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट रहे हैं. आपने पंजाब यूनिवर्सिटी चंडीगढ़ से अपनी पीएचडी पूरा किया है और उसके बाद आप 2013 में हिंदू कॉलेज सोनीपत से अपना कैरियर शुरू किया एज ए लाइब्रेरियन. उसके बाद आपने 2017 में चौधरी रणबीर सिंह विश्वविद्यालय को ज्वाइन किया और अभी आप वहां अपनी सेवाएं दे रहे हैं. आपके 20 से अधिक रिसर्च पेपर पब्लिश हो चुके हैं रेप्यूटेड जर्नल में और 25 से अधिक कॉन्फ्रेंस और इंटरनेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस में आप अपने पेपर प्रेजेंट कर चुके हैं. सर, आपका आर्य कॉलेज प्रांगण में पधारने पर बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सर. आर्य कॉलेज परिवार की ओर से बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सर. अब मैं कॉलेज की आन बान शान और हमारे प्रेरणा स्रोत प्रिंसिपल सर से अनुरोध करूंगा कि वो मंच पर आएं और सर का धन्यवाद करें और आगे की कार्रवाई के लिए हमें स्वीकृति दें. सर, प्रिंसिपल.
थैंक यू सुनील जी. अ वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग टू वन एंड ऑल. अपने कॉलेज के लाइब्रेरी डिपार्टमेंट के द्वारा आयोजित किए जा रहे इस गेस्ट लेक्चर में उपस्थित मुख्य वक्ता डॉक्टर अनिल जी, डिप्टी लाइब्रेरियन चौधरी रणवीर सिंह यूनिवर्सिटी जीन, मैडम हरविंदर जी, मेरे शिक्षक व गैर शिक्षक स्टाफ के सभी साथी, प्रिय विद्यार्थियों, सबसे पहले मैं डॉक्टर अनिल जी का आर्य कॉलेज फैमिली की ओर से हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं, हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूं कि उन्होंने हमारे निवेदन को स्वीकार किया है और एक बहुत ही करंट टॉपिक, बहुत ही अच्छे टॉपिक पर वो आज अपने व्यूज़ आपके साथ साझा करेंगे. ई रिसोर्सेज, ओपन एक्सेस, हाउ टू यूज़ बहुत ज़रूरी है. जैसा कि पंकज जी ने और सुनील जी ने आपको बताया कि पैंडमिक के समय में आप सभी ये बात देख चुके हैं, हम सभी अपने घरों में बंद थे, लाइब्रेरी जो फिजिकल रूप में जो है लाइब्रेरी बंद थी। अगर ओपन एक्सेस के माध्यम से यदि हम एक्सेस कर लेते थे तो हमें रिसोर्सेज अवेलेबल हो जाते थे। तो कौन कौन से अच्छे रिसोर्सेज हैं, उनको कैसे यूज़ किया जाए, ये चीज़ें आज के वक्तव्य में आपको बताई जाएंगी, आपके साथ डिस्कस की जाएंगी। किसी भी संस्था के लिए, खासकर एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन के लिए लाइब्रेरी का क्या महत्व है आप अच्छी तरह जानते हैं। आप खुद जो है ग्रेजुएशन लेवल पर, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन लेवल पर जब भी अपने कॉलेज में या यूनिवर्सिटी में जाते थे, हम अपने समय की अगर बात करें तो हमें वहाँ पर जो लाइब्रेरी के रैक्स थे वहाँ पर हमें ढूंढनी पड़ती थी जर्नल्स वगैरह, और कई बार वो पेजेस वहाँ से मिसप्लेस होते थे जो हमें चाहिए थे। पर कम से कम ई रिसोर्सेज के माध्यम से ऐसा नहीं है, वो चीज़ें हमें ईजिली अवेलेबल हो जाती हैं। तो समय के साथ साथ बहुत चेंजेज आए हैं। अपने कॉलेज की अगर बात करूं तो इनफ्लेबल नेट के माध्यम से भी मेरे ख्याल से सब्सक्राइब हम लोगों ने किया हुआ है, काफ़ी जर्नल्स का एक्सेस हम लोगों को मिला हुआ है। इसके अलावा लिप्सिस का सिस्टम कॉलेज ने लगाया हुआ है, क्योंकि लाइब्रेरी जितनी रिच होगी उसका बेनिफिट उतना ही ज़्यादा स्टाफ मेंबर्स को और स्टूडेंट्स को जो है वो मिलेगा। केवल लाइब्रेरी में बुक्स देना ही हमारा पर्पज़ नहीं होता। नो डाउट कि बुक्स का कोई मुकाबला नहीं है, जब बुक्स पढ़ते हैं उसमें हमारा इंटरेस्ट क्रिएट होता है और एक परमानेंट उसकी छाप जो है हमारे माइंड के ऊपर अंकित होती है। पर उसके साथ साथ ई रिसोर्सेज का यूज़ करना भी हमें आना चाहिए, और समय के साथ साथ इनकी उपयोगिता जो है बढ़ रही है। आप फॉरेन कंट्रीज़ में जाएं, वहाँ की लाइब्रेरीज़ को अगर आप देखेंगे तो आपके जो रीडिंग रूम्स हैं वहाँ पर प्रॉपर रिसोर्सेज अवेलेबल होते हैं, प्रॉपर कंप्यूटर्स, लैपटॉप वगैरह इजीली अवेलेबल होते हैं, और वहाँ पर आप किसी भी रिसोर्स को जो है यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं। तो मैं इस लेक्चर से मैं उम्मीद करूँगा कि डेफिनेटली मेरे स्टाफ मेंबर्स को इसका बेनिफिट मिलेगा, और मैडम हरविंदर जी को मैं बधाई देना चाहूँगा कि उन्होंने आपको आमंत्रित किया और आज अपने स्टाफ के बेनिफिट के लिए पूरी जानकारी उनको अलग अलग कौन कौन से रिसोर्सेज हैं और किस सेक्टर में, क्योंकि कुछ रिसर्च से रिलेटेड होते हैं, कुछ जर्नल होते हैं, तो वो कैसे कैसे जो है हम उनका यूज़ कर सकते हैं, उसका बेनिफिट हमें मिलेगा। लाइब्रेरी की जहाँ तक बात है, मैडम जो है हरविंदर जी यहाँ पर बैठी हुई हैं, मेरी ओर से उनको स्टैंडिंग परमिशन हमेशा रहती है कि बच्चों की बेटरमेंट के लिए, स्टाफ की रिक्वायरमेंट के लिए कोई भी अपडेटर्स उनको मंगवाना है, कोई भी बुक्स उनको मंगवानी है, कोई भी जर्नल उनको मंगवाना है, तो मेरी परमिशन हमेशा उनको यस होती है। वजह उसके पीछे एक ही है कि हम अपने शिक्षण संस्थान में जो विद्यार्थी अपना करियर बनाने के लिए जिन्होंने एडमिशन लिया है उनको बेस्ट दे पाएँ, जो चीज़ों को चाहिए उनके करियर एडवांसमेंट में वो याद रखें कि जब भी मैं लाइब्रेरी में गया, क्योंकि विद्यार्थी जब कॉलेज की लाइब्रेरी में आता है तो डेफिनेटली अपने सब्जेक्ट के साथ साथ कुछ अन्य चीज़ें भी सीख करके जाता है। विद्यार्थियों को भी आप मोटिवेट करें कि कॉलेज में केवल क्लास अटेंड करना ही उनका पर्पज़ नहीं होता, लाइब्रेरी के अंदर समय वो जरूर लगाएं, और जो ओपन एक्सेस की बात है डेफिनेटली अपने घर से भी उसका एक्सेस वो कर सकते हैं। हरियाणा में भी और जो नियर बाई स्टेट्स हैं वहाँ भी आप जाएंगे, अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में आजकल बहुत से एडवांस सिस्टम RFID जो है आपने देखा होगा, कुछ यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में आप गए होंगे तो वो सिस्टम जो है इम्प्लीमेंट वो कर चुके हैं। अपने कॉलेज में भी हम उसे इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए अभी हमने शुरू कर दिया है प्रोसेस जो है, और कोशिश करेंगे जल्दी ही जो लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी है वो अपनी लाइब्रेरी के अंदर हम प्रोवाइड कर पाएँ। तो ज़्यादा समय ना लेते हुए मैं पुनः डॉक्टर अनिल जी का पूरे कॉलेज फैमिली की ओर से स्वागत करता हूं, अभिनंदन करता हूं, और मैडम हरविंदर जी, सुनील जी और उनकी पूरी टीम को मैं बधाई देना चाहूँगा, FDP सेल को, IQAC को, जिन्होंने आज का ये गेस्ट लेक्चर ऑर्गेनाइज किया है। उम्मीद करता हूँ कि ये लेक्चर आप सभी के लिए बहुत ही उपयोगी होगा। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच, आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। हमें हमेशा प्रेरित करते रहते हैं कि रिसर्च में कुछ ना कुछ करें। हर बार जितनी बार भी मीटिंग होती है एक लाइन सर की ये ज़रूर होती है कि अपने कॉलेज की प्रोग्रेस के साथ साथ खुद का भी डेवलपमेंट करते रहें, रिसर्च में कुछ ना कुछ करते रहें, चाहे रिसर्च पेपर नेशनल जर्नल में, इंटरनेशनल जर्नल में या किसी कॉन्फ्रेंस में, कुछ ना कुछ जरूर करते रहे रिसर्च में। उसमें आपको फायदा है, कॉलेज को फायदा है, बच्चों को फायदा है। जब आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलेगी तभी आप इन्फॉर्मेशन डिलीवर कर पाओगे। सर का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। अब मैं मुख्य प्रवक्ता महोदय का अनुरोध करूंगा कि वो मंच पर आए और ओपन एक्सेस ई रिसोर्सेज के बारे में हमें अच्छे से बताएं। सर आपका स्वागत है।
Honorable Principal of this college, Professor Jagdish Gupta ji, Librarian of this college, Dr. Harjit Kaur ji, IQSC Coordinator, FDP Coordinator, all the teaching faculty, and dear students. Firstly, good morning to all of you. And today I will discuss about the open access e-resources. I am audible? Yes. So, thank you. From the title of this topic, you know very well, and the coordinator of the IQSC has also discussed about the open access resources. So I will not go in the introduction of the open access resources. You know very well the resources which we can openly use without any restriction and without any time boundation. We can use this type of resources from anywhere. It may be in any places at our home and at our institution without any restriction. So I will discuss about I will not go in the introduction of the open access resources and how we can use it. Firstly, we should know about the World Wide Web. What is the World Wide Web? Through which we can access the resources, and there are different parts of the World Wide Web. If I talk about the World Wide Web, next slide please. There are the three web: surface web, and after that deep web and the dark web. If we talk about the surface web, firstly we should know about what is the surface web and which type of search engine will be covered under the surface web. Because when we use the open access resources, then this type of web will play important role as an academician. If I will talk about the surface web, the Google, Alta Vista, these type of general engines cover under the surface web. Because when we search any information, generally we people search the information on the Google. That is the general search engine. But as an academician, if we need any academic information, then we should go on the academic search engine. And firstly, we should know about the academic search engine. Different type of academic search engine are available. So firstly, search strategy में मैंने आपको अभी बताया कि how you can search the open access resources. Firstly, you should know about the surface web. The surface web, likely we use the Google and Alta Vista and Yahoo. But in the deep web, when we discuss about the deep web cover all the resources which cover under academic resources. I will discuss here the iceberg through which you can comparison about the surface web, deep web and the dark web. The dark web and about the deep web, 96% of the academic resources are available through the deep web. So we need to concern on the deep web. If we talk about the dark web are those web which can be usable through a special programming. So we not need go in the deep web, because this type of web is used by the cyber criminals, hackers, and not all. It is not necessary it is used by the, but sometimes it is also beneficial for the security point of view, because some organizations who are working in a positive manner in their country, they also use the dark web. So dark web we don't need as a academician to go in the dark web. Our mainly concern on the deep web, because deep web cover all the academic search engines. If we search any research paper on the Google, what you will find? You will find that different type of information you will find on the Google. But if you search any research paper in the search engine, I will give the example of the Google Scholar. If you put your query research papers, any type of academic search in the Google engine, it will show the exact information, because this type of search engine is designed by the experts, teachers, librarians, IT, and the indexed by the different type of subject experts. So when we use the open access resources, we should go on the academic search engine. When you search any information on Google search, Google Scholar, you will find the citations. If you need to cite any documents in any format like APA, Chicago, MLA, then Google Scholar also help you to cite that particular research paper in different type of aspects. Please next slide. That's the World Wide Web, which I, please stop here. Last one. Yes, that is the surface web. That is the iceberg. You will see that the first of the iceberg, see the Google, Wikipedia, Bing, Yahoo, this type of images, that is the in the white color, that is the iceberg, and the general information we will find in the surface web. If we talk about the dark web, we will find the all academic information in the deep web. And what is the dark web? I have told earlier that dark web is the part of the deep web, but it is the very low part of the deep web, which is very high level programming, designed by the high level programming. And we can access the deep web through the dark web through the Tor. Next slide, please. And here, I will discuss about some initiative in the field of open access, which is initiative by the Central Government of India. That is the first is the NDL, National Digital Library of India. National Digital Library of India, you will find on this portal different type of reading material. It depends on because the central government has designed that portal to consider all type of users. It may be a primary users, primary education, it may be secondary education, it may be senior secondary education, it may be higher education, because that portal covers all type of reading material. And if we talk about the reading material, in crores contents are available on that particular NDL. When you search the NDL, and the institute can get the institutional membership of the NDL. That is the free of cost, because that is designed by the central government and MEICT. That is also designed by the IIT Kharagpur. So institution can get the institutional membership. Without institutional membership, you can also use, and you can search, because that NDL has also provided the single search window. If you need any information, then click on, then type the information on the single window. You will type any information, because information is very category. It's available in the different type of category. It may be research paper, it may be PPT, it may be a conference proceeding, it may be different aspect, it may be a conference proceeding, and different type of format are available in that particular. And you will see that in the search option, in crores document are also available on that, in different topics. If you need any plus 2 level books, NCERT books, that is also full text available in that particular NDL. If we talk about any subject, economics, physics, chemistry, any subject, because that NDL portal has designed to consider the different type of users. If any user is studying in the 5th class, 6th class, 10th class, and the higher education, then you can search that portal, and that is the authentic portal. The all information, open education resources, which I will discuss here, all are the authentic, all are the designed by the central government of India and any government of foreign countries. I will discuss all the authentic information. Next slide, please. Sunil, next slide, please. That is very easy to use. After that, that is the second portal is the EPG Pathshala. If you want that, I will give the live demo. If internet is available, then I can give the any live demo of any content, any resources which you want. That is as per your requirement. That is the next is the EPG Pathshala. EPG Pathshala is very important for the teacher point of view as well as for the PG students, because EPG Pathshala is also designed by the NMEICT, National Mission on Education Enhanced Learning Through ICT. That is the central government project. On this portal, you will find the more than 70 subjects notes, which are written by the different type of authentic, different type of reputed teachers, which are in IIT, government institution, which are in the better in their field. So that particular portal is designed by the central government, and more than 70 subjects notes are available. Sometimes the students feel that they have not any literature, they have not any notes. These are the notes which are written by the teachers. So you can go on that particular site without any restriction, no need to registration. Then you can search your information as per your subject requirement. And you can download it, you can print it, you can save it as per your requirement, as per your space available which you have in your laptop and anyway. That is the next slide, please. Shivam Prabha. that is a very important Swamparva, that is also designed by the central government and MEICT. In the Swamparva, you will find the 32 DTH channel, which is free and which is subject specific channel. Out of 34 channels, that is the combination of the 34 channels, that is out of 34, 22 channels devoted to the higher education in the different field. And you can go on that particular, and as per your subject, if you want to see ki in upcoming which type of lecture will be organized in future. If you want to see the 2-day lecture, then you can see that ki in 2 days ki on which time that type of lecture will be conducted online, and that is free, and the institution need to set up a dish TV, and that is freely available, and after that you can use this through online mode. Archives video are also available. If the yesterday lecture, then you can search the archives video without any restriction, and when you search the archives video, you will find the different type of professor, teachers are giving the lecture on different topic, different aspect. It may be physics subject, it may be chemistry, it may be biology, it may be history, any subject you can search here, and authentic information you will find. So without any restriction, you can use the archives, and if you need to upcoming lecture, so then you need to subscribe the, that is freely. You need to install the only dish TV, and all channels are free. 12 channels are devoted to the secondary education. So you need to know that if your any colleagues are reading in schools and your colleagues is agar wo school mein padha, then you can also tell about these sources. So that is very important, Swamparva, and you can get the benefit from the Swamparva. Next slide, please. DOB, that is the directory of open access books. If you need any books, these books are freely available and you can read without any restriction. DOB, you will find in the 4,923 academic peer-reviewed books from 685 publishers all over the world in the different subject, because these books is available subject-wise. So sometimes the students complain in the during pandemic, sir, we have notebook and how we can study at our home. So as a students and as a faculty member, we should know about this, so that we can share this type of information in the WhatsApp group of the students, so that the student can get the benefit regarding different type of aspects. So DOB is a community development by the 49123 in the different subject. 49,123 बुक्स इस पे अवेलेबल है, तो आप इसको एक्सेस कर सकते हो. Because if you will give the live demo, so due to the time constraint, it's not possible to give the live demo of all the contents. If you need any contents, need any live demo, then you can please query. Then I will. Next slide, please. Project Gutenberg. In the Project Gutenberg is a library. Our 60,000 literature is available in the English language. If you find any novels, then these novels is available, and the all novels are copyright free. Then you can read online novels which are copyrighted free from the, and that is a very important side from the English literature students as well as for the faculty members, because that literature cover in the English, and English literature has been covered in the different type of novels and the books. Next slide, please. LIREX open textbook. LIREX open high quality open textbook in the field of accounting, mathematics and economics. They have also have the optional edit paid resources. Means when you click on that particular LIREX open textbook, you will find the foreign books in the different subject which is mentioned here. Some books which is open access, then you can use without any restrictions, without any foundations. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Core. That is the world's largest collection of open access paper. Around, इकाई आप देख लीजिए, around 20 crore maybe या 2 crores are research paper available on the core. That is the academic search engine. When you click on the core, you will find that is the authentic source. If you need any contents and you are pursuing any research work and you are unable to find the literature on that particular topic, then you can go on that particular search engines and you can search the research paper. Next slide, please. Oasis. That is also the important search engine, and you can say that that is also the repository of the academic literature. In this you will find the 4,40,269 records, which is very authentic research papers, very authentic books you will find on that particular oasis. You should know about that as a academician, because being academician, we should know about which type of open access resources is available on that particular internet and how we can access that. So we should know about this type of resources. Please next. That is the Gita super site. If we are habitual to read the Ramayana, if we are habitual to read the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, then if you learn and if you see in this the audio, you can also listen the audio point of the मद भगवत गीता. आप इस साइट के ऊपर मद भगवत गीता को आप सुन भी सकते हैं और आप पढ़ भी सकते हैं. अगर आपका ये मन है कि मुझे उस लेसन से मुझे ये श्लोक सुनना, then you can click on that particular, and in the both language, in English language, in Hindi language, as well as more than 10 languages, you can listen the Mad Bhagavad Gita, and you can also read in the different languages. It may be in Hindi, it may be in English. That is very important, because sometimes if our colleague and our relatives is not in the readable form because he is illiterate and he is interested to listen the Mad Bhagavad Gita, then I think you need to go that particular site. So that is very easy. Next slide, please. Open access ETD thesis. We have listened about the Sodh Ganga, because Sodh Ganga is the Indian portal, and on the Sodh Ganga you will find the more than 3,33,333 PhD theses beside the Sodh Ganga. On Sodh Ganga portal you will find only the Indian thesis which is submitted in the different universities, in the private university, in the government university, beside Sodh Ganga. If you want to see the PhD thesis of the foreign countries, that is the aspect, means through the that is easily accessible Sodh Ganga, and we can go on the Sodh Ganga, different type of subjects. Thesis is full text available. Beside Sodh Ganga, you will see that the DART Europe e-thesis portal. On this portal, you will find the 11,50,168 open access PhD thesis of the Europe countries. Because through this thesis, you can go and you can get the idea then which type of research is conducted in the European countries and how you can get the idea. What is the benefit of this type of resources? Because if you are pursuing PhD and you want to do any research work beside PhD, so you can get the idea through this PhD thesis, because which type of research and in which subjects, which type of topic has been covered by the European countries. Because we have the Sodh Ganga, that is our Indian PhD thesis available, and in the DART you will find the 11,50,168 open access PhD thesis in the different subjects of the European country. Beside the DART, that is the National Digital Library of Thesis and Dissertation, you will go on that particular, you will find also the different PhD thesis on the different subjects. After that, Mahatma Gandhi Open, when you will access, you will find the different type of PhD thesis in the different subjects. After that, ProQuest digital thesis. That portal also cover the PhD thesis of the different countries. After that, NDDLT, National Digital Library of Theses and Dissertations, more than 40 countries. PhD thesis is full text available on the NDLT, National Digital Library of Theses and Dissertations. So we should know aware about the PhD thesis which are fully available, because in the master degree some students are doing their project work, so they need to how they can get the idea of the assignment and their project work, so you can access these things as per your requirement. Next slide please.
सर इंटरनेट है, अगर आप प्रैक्टिकल करना चाहो तो प्रैक्टिकली
That depends on your, that is as this is depend on you, because
End of the session.
yes, it depends on you. If you require any live demo, then I am ready to give the live demo if you face any difficulty, because I have covered the different type of resources. After that, that is the Directory of Open Access Journals. When you click on the DOJ, Directory of Open Access Journals, in thousands of open access directory, you will find on that DOJ and different type of journals which are freely available on the DOJ. After that, electronic journal library. When you click on the electronic journal library, you will find the more than 8,000 journals in different fields, which is freely accessible without any restriction. After that, UNESCO Social and Human Science online periodicals. More than 700 periodicals are full text. UNESCO, you have know about the UNESCO United Nations Education Scientific Cultural Organization that is working on the global level, So renowned periodicals has covered by the UNESCO and all are free of cost and you can use without any restriction, without any registrations. After that, that is the Oxford Open. Oxford is the renowned publisher and you know very well that Oxford is provide the books and periodicals in paid form, but Oxford also provide the open access resources which is published by the Oxford. Then you can go on that particular site and you will find the resources which is published by the Oxford University Press. After that, that is the Cambridge University Press. The same, the resources which is published by the Cambridge University, because that particular portal does not cover all the, because mostly are the paid and that are the free of cost they have provided for the corporate social responsibility point of view. Then they have provided the free access of their resources. Some aspect may. So then you can go on the Cambridge University Press. After that, Springer Open Access. You can also go for the Springer because Springer is also a renowned publisher. And if you talk about in the subscription of the Springer, it would be in the Lex. And so you can access the open access resources which is provided by the Springer Open Access publishers. After that, Taylor and Francis Open Access, that is the foreign publisher in the field of different aspects, scientific and as well as management. Then you can also access this type of resources, journals on that particular aspects. After that, Vidyamitra online learning portal. When you click on the Vidyamitra is the initiative of the InfluNet. InfluNet, you know very well, Information and Library Network, which is the headquarters in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. So, InfluNet has provided the different type of initiative to access different type of learning, because if we talk about the EPG Pathshala, that is also the contribution of the InfluNet. If we talk about the Infoport is the wonderful initiative of the InfluNet. When you click on the Infoport, you will find the alphabetical open access resources which is available on the web. So then you can go, that is also the Infoport is the initiative of the InfluNet. InfluNet has also taken the different type of initiative in the open access field. And if we talk about the Vidwan database is also the initiative of the InfluNet. When you go on the Vidwan database, you will find all the experts all over India in the different field. If you need any expert in any subjects, then you need to visit the Vidwan database and you can search that in a particular field, the experts information you will find, then you can contact and as per your requirement, you can give any assignment to that particular experts in field. Because sometimes you face difficulty that in any subject we are facing the problem that we have not any expert, and then you can go on the Vidwan database. That is also initiative taken by the InfluNet. InfluNet has also taken a huge initiative. If I discuss here, then it will take 2 and 3 hours. If I take on the initiative taken by the InfluNet. InfluNet also providing the sole software in the minimum cost. InfluNet is also providing the different type of, that is the Sodhganga. Sodhganga is also the initiative of the InfluNet. Then please go on the next slide. While open access is the same, that is a renowned publisher, and you will click on that particular and you will find the different type of journals which is published by the While open access, and you can search OER, open access repository. That is the open access repository. You will find the FOSI promotes the use of free software in academia and research. The software, sometimes we face the problem regarding the software because sometimes we need to purchase the software and the institution is not in the capability to purchase some software, and that particular initiative is also the NMEICT initiative, Government of India, and on this particular FOSI you will find the software which can be used in the academia and the research and which are freely available. That depends on you. That is useful for your research, useful for your academia, then you can use without any paid subscription that is freely available. After that, PubMed Central, a free archive of the life science journals. If you belong to the life science subjects, then you can go on that particular site and you will find the journals which are freely available in the field of life science. After that, Bioline International Journal, International, if you belong to the bioscience journals, bioscience field, then you can go on that particular site and you will find the different type of journals on the field of in the bioscience journals. After that, NSDL, that is also the science portal, and you will find that that is the initiative of the NISCARE. You know very well that NISCARE is working in the field of science defense organizations, and NISCARE also publishes the different type of resources in the open access field. E-conference alert. Being a teacher, sometimes we face the problem that we want to join a conference, but due to the lack of awareness, sometimes we don't know which type of conference is organizing in the India, even outside abroad. So that website will be very helpful to the teacher's point of view, through which you can use that which type of conference in the different fields is organizing in the different parts of the country, even outside the global level. So it is very helpful. Competition exam preparation. Sometimes during pandemic, the students who are unable to touch with the coaching centers and they think that they have not any competition resources through which they can use their valuable time and their spare time. So that is a very useful website. Competition exams, you will find the UPSC, CGL, all type of examination reading material is freely available on that particular site, and you can go on and then you can use anywhere without any restriction. After that, please click on that. That is the open education courseware. These are all the resources through which you can enroll yourself and you can get any certificate, because this type of courseware are providing the freely short-term courses on that through that particular portal. Because through this portal, NPTEL is the initiative of the NMEICT, Central Government of India. NPTEL stands for National Programming Technology Enhanced Learning. Through this, when you click on that, you will find the different courses which is freely available, which is the short-time courses. It may be 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, and 3 months. That is freely available, and free of cost you can enroll yourself, and as per your subject requirement, then you can register and you can do courses to enhance your knowledge in your subjects. After that, Carnegie Mellon, that is the foreign portal through which you can find some courses which is freely available, which you can enroll and you can get the certificate and you can attend the classes online. So I will not discuss all, and you can see that the Oxford Mathematics Open Courseware. When you click on the Oxford Mathematics, you will find the short-term courses related to the mathematics, and which is freely available. Some courses may be on charge basis, but you need to go on the freely courseware, which is freely provided on that particular courseware site. Please, next slide. Open online learning tools. Co-Academy, Coursera, Duolingo, edX, Edutopia, Khan Academy. When you click on that, you will find the different course which are freely and which are paid. So you need to go on the freely courseware, which are freely provided by that particular different type of portal, and these portals are designed by the different organizations, different institutions all over the global level. Please click on the next slide. That is the journal finder tool. Being an academician, being a research scholar, sometimes we face the difficulty then how we can publish our research paper, because our research paper is completed, and sometimes we face that in which journal we need to publish that particular journals, and we face the difficulty to find the right journal in the right direction. So I will discuss here some portals which are authentic and which will be very helpful for the researcher, for the faculty members, then how they can get the best journal to publish their research works. So firstly, like the journal selector range. When you click on the journal selector, through which you will find the search over 28,654 journals are available, and in lakhs abstract to find the journals that write for you. Because how it will be helpful if you written a research article and you are not able to find the journal in which journal we need to publish. sometimes your article and your research work is of the best quality, but your selection of the journal is not good. Means you have sent and you have submitted your research paper in any journal which is not under coverage of your scope. So your paper will be rejected and you will think that your research work is not better, but that is not. When you click on that, you will find you just need to put your abstract of your paper. Just put your abstract of your paper in that particular finder, and you may put your title of your research paper. You will find the list of the journals. Means the journal finder tool will help and provide the list of the journals which will be integrated to your abstract. So you can submit your paper on that particular journals, and further you go for the scope of that particular journals. Means you will provide the link of some journals that will be related to your abstract, and abstract related, then it enhance the chances to publish your paper in the reputed peer-reviewed journals. After that, that is the Endnote Manuscript Matcher. That is also the journal finder tool. When you click on that, it will through the algorithm has been designed, and that is connected with the Web of Science and journal citations reports. When you put your title, when you put your abstract, you also provide the list. Through the different type of journal finder tool, you can get the best journal which will be suitable for your research point of view. Yes. Endnote Manuscript Matcher. After that, the journal author name estimator to help identify high quality journals, because these journal finder tool has been designed by the experts, academicians, librarians with the help of the librarians, because to find the exact journals as per your research requirement. So that is very helpful, and that is free of cost. You can use, but you should know about this type of journal finder tools. After that, journal finder beta. That is also the portal through which you can easily accessible to select the journal in which your research paper should be published, because all journal should be highly qualitative, and as per your research requirement, that would be beneficial for you. Your research paper should be submitted on the right path. And what are the instructions we need to follow before submitting the journal? We need to follow some instructions. Sometimes we find the journals that is also coverage our research work. But what are the instructions we should follow before submitting the article? The instruction is the author's instruction. Before, sometimes we ignore the author instruction and we just submit the article. Due to the lack of the instruction, because you should not apply the exact reference format. Sometimes you do not follow the format of that particular, like they are given that the Times New Romans and in that particular format, because sometimes we ignore that and we submit the research paper. Due to that type of ignorance, our research paper rejected, because this type of highly journal consider all the instructions which they have already given on their particular portal. So before submitting the article, we need to go on the author's instruction page, because we need to select our paper, we need to design our paper as per their instruction. Please click on next. After that, journal guide. Journal guide is a free tool that helps researchers to evaluate scholarly journals in the addition to searching by journal name, category or publishers. Means that also the journal finder tool. You can use any journal as per your subject requirements. After that, open access journal finder tool. Open access journal finder tool will help to find the journal which are openly published the research paper on open access portal, because all journals are not openly accessible, because some are restriction as per the publisher requirements. Because sometimes if we submit our research paper in Springer, Taylor's Francis, that depends on the publisher rights ki your paper will be submitted in the paid version. Because if you request that ki our research paper should be in the open access, then they will demand the paid charges. They will demand the charges from the author point of view, because their subscription rate and their subscription charges in high quality. So they publish your paper in free if you will not any demand regarding the open access. So that site will be helpful if you want to submit your research article in open access journals. What is the benefit of open access journals? The benefit of open access journal is that it increases the author citations, because it is available to all the public, all type of user. If our research paper is published in the subscription based journal, then how many institutions are subscribing that particular journals? Because that is not accessible to all type of users, all type of researchers, because some institutions have the foundation of the economic foundation. So we should prefer to publish our research paper in the open access journal, because it will increase your author index, it will increase your citation, it will increase the impact of the author's research work. So that is the, after that, Springer Journal Suggester. Springer has also provided the journal suggestion tool, but what is the limitation? The limitation of the Springer Journal Suggester is that it will show only those journals who are published by the Springer database. So then you can go on in the renowned journal and Think, Chat, Submit and Journal Finder tool. That is also the very useful tool through which you can access your reputed research work and how it can be published in a reputed journals through the reputed publishers. Next slide. After that, analyst, I have discussed here the open access resources. But if we talk about the analyst, it is the analyst subscription is on the minimum charges basis. If we talk about the subscription, it is maximum 6,000 per year. And if we talk about the usability of the analyst, we can say it easily the backbone of the academic in the college level, because analyst has covered more than 6,000 e-journals and 1,99,500 e-books and 6 lakh e-books through NDL. If we talk about the university is not authorized to subscribe the analyst. That type of facility provided by the implement only for the colleges, because sometimes the implement think that the colleges are not able to subscribe the reputed journals. If we talk about the subscription of the reputed journal which is covered under the analyst, it would be more than 50 lakhs. So I think your college has also subscribed that particular analyst. That is very useful for the college level, and we should use it, and we should follow the e-books of that particular. After that, the DELNET. Please click on the next slide. DELNET. DELNET stands for Developing Library Network. That is a subscription. The institution need to take the membership of the DELNET. And if we talk about the DELNET, you will find the e-books, journals, and DELNET also provide the interlibrary loan services. More than 25,000 all over country, even outside the country, are the union catalog also provided by the DELNET. If you talk about the DELNET, you will find the interlibrary loan facility. When you check of the union catalog, you will find that particular book is available in the union catalog, and you need that book, and that book is available, suppose that book is available in the Delhi library. So you will put your request to the library will put the request to the DELNET. DELNET will access that book and it will provide that your college library, but they will charge for the postage charges. So that interlibrary service is also provided by the DELNET databases. Thank you. Beside the open access resources, if you have any doubt, if you have any question, because the list of open access resources is a long list. So it is not possible in the limited time to cover all the e-resources. So I have selected some e-resources which will be very beneficial for the student point of view, researcher point of view, as well as for the faculty point of view. Besides if we talk about the journal finder tool, that is very useful for the researcher as well as the faculty member. So thank you so much. And if you have any query, then I will try to best to satisfy your query. If any student also facing any type of information which is not है ना
थोड़ा सा एनडीएल के
EPG parcel that is the EPG parcel portal, and how you can access the EPG parcel. Through the EPG parcel you require the notes, then firstly you will see that which type of subject is covered, then you go on the inside of that are the subject which is covered under the EPG parcel. If you want to find the notes of that particular subject, you can choose any subject, like for example we will choose the commerce. You will click on the commerce. You click on the commerce and you will select your paper. Firstly select your paper. In the paper you will find the different type of unit. For what unit you have required your notes and your reading material. For example, role of a manager. You will click on the role of a manager. You will download it, your notes will be downloaded automatically. When you click on that, and you will go in the inside. Due to the slow speed of the internet, it is working. It will also show the author's name, the notes, the modules which is written by any author. It will also show the bibliographical information of the author. The next, the paper name is management concept and organization review model number and fact and control. इसका देखिए लिखा किसने, इसमें पूरी डिटेल आएगी आपको. Next, the net is slow. YouTube कनेक्टेड है, उसको देखिए ये डाउनलोड हो रहा है. आप देखिए ध्यान से डाउनलोड. देखिए ये आपका जो नोट्स है ये डाउनलोड हो चुका है. आप इस पर क्लिक करके देखिए. ये देखिए लिखा भी है. कंटेंट राइटर कौन है इसका? डॉक्टर अजय कुमार सिंह, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ कॉमर्स, फैकल्टी ऑफ कॉमर्स एंड बिजनेस, दिल्ली स्कूल ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स. बिकॉज दैट पर्टिकुलर इज रिटन बाय द डॉक्टर अजय कुमार सिंह हु बिलोंग फ्रॉम द दिल्ली स्कूल ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स. दैट इज द फुल पेपर. देखिए दैट आल्सो गिवन द कंटेंट्स which they have covered in that particular. So that is download, and you may download from here. You can read online and you can download. You can take the printout of that particular. So it is also you can download as per your requirement. देखिए ये आपका जो अभी आपने सर्च किया था EPG पाठशाला पे, ये पूरा उसका टेबल ऑफ कंटेंट्स है कि what the author have covered in their particular psychology and their and they have also given the graph because they have tried to write their best in that particular notes. So you can use it as per your requirement. And list. If you want to use the N list, first you need to put your password and ID in the N list, and it will show the list of the resources which is available in the N list. That is the American Institute of Physics. It will also show the e-journals, means American Institute of Physics. 18 titles have been provided by the American Journal of Institute. When you click on the American Journal of Institute, it will show the 18 titles. After that, annual report and economic and political weekly, that is also published in the print form. And you will click on the any, just you need to click. You need your login ID and password. it will redirect directly to the publisher website, through which the publisher has provided the access through the IP of the InfluMnet, and that IP access also been provided by the InfluMnet to that particular institution. You can browse. देखिए ये जो आपके मैंने 18 टाइटल दिखा थे, 18 टाइटल आपके दिखा रहा है। आप किसी भी टाइटल पे क्लिक कर सकते हो, जैसे AIP कॉन्फ्रेंस प्रोसीडिंग्स है, उसमें फिर सर्च ऑप्शन आ जाएगा, तो आप उसमें उसके कंटेंट्स भी देख सकते हो कि विच कंटेंट्स हैव बीन कवर्ड बाय द AIP कॉन्फ्रेंस प्रोसीडिंग एंड दैट कंटेंट इज यूजफुल फॉर यू, देन यू कैन डाउनलोड एंड यू कैन रीड ऑनलाइन। सो दैट इज द इजी एक्सेस ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर। ये डिफरेंट टाइप के इसमें कवर किए हुए हैं, और आप इनको दिखाने देते हैं। ये आप जे स्टोर देख रहे हैं, इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ फिजिक्स, ऑक्सफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी प्रेस हैज कवर्ड द 262 titles, individual titles, and you can go on the, when you click on the Oxford University Press, because whose of resources are available which are authentic provided by the analyst, and as per your requirement, then you can go on that particular. And if you need the e-books, then analyst is also providing the e-books in the different subjects by the different publishers, and that is the subscribed. The analyst is the subscribed consortium of the InfluMnet, because InfluMnet through the global tender subscribe all type of resources and provide the free of cost to the colleges, because their motive is to enhance the learning through the open access, and how they can provide the, due to the economically condition, some institutes are not able to subscribe, so that is the central motive to provide the resources in the free of cost to build up their academy. Sage publication e-books 1000. If you subscribe any of resources at your own level, then you will surprise that each resources will be in lakhs for only 1 year. But analyst is provide only the taking the only 5,000 per year, 5,500 per year. So that is very useful, and I think all the students, all the teachers should use analyst, because it also shows your usability on the analyst portal, which if you want to see that which institution is maximum utilize the analyst, you will find the list of the colleges who are mostly using the analyst, and it will enhance and it will also build up your name of the college to using the analyst, so that if any project will be taken by the InfluMnet, then it will think that which institution are using this type of resources at high level, so they will provide the different type of aspect to the institution at their quality of using. After that, Delnet will provide the interlibrary loan services. Besides the interlibrary loan services, it also provides the e-books, it also provides the e-journals, it also provides the dictionary, online dictionary, because we are happy to use the Google, but if you want to use the dictionary, that is freely available through the Delnet membership form, through Delnet database, and you can go on and you can use the dictionary, which is the high level dictionary, and you can use it to log in the Delnet databases. Any book, and you can use the union catalog of the Delnet. When you will use the union catalog, you find the different type of foreign countries database, and the more than 25,000 libraries are the member of the Delnet. If any books which is not available in any state and it is available on, then Delnet will provide that particular book to you, but on the postage charges. It will charge only postage charges. It will provide on the 30 days, 20 days, but the postage charges, it depends on the policy of the institution, that postage charges will be covered by the, given by the institution or will be given by the users. देखिए ये है डेलनेट का पोर्टल है, आप इस पे देखिए सबसे ऊपर लिखा फुल टेक्स्ट डिजिटल लाइब्रेरी रिसोर्सेज, मीन्स द रिसोर्सेज विच इज अवेलेबल इन द फुल टेक्स्ट, देन यू कैन सर्च इन दिस मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट्स एंड रेयर। आप ई जर्नल्स में देख लीजिए, क्योंकि इन्होंने भी एक ऐसा पोर्टल बनाया हुआ डेलनेट ने भी जो ई रिसोर्सेज का इन्होंने फुल टेक्स्ट अवेलेबल कराया हुआ। आफ्टर दैट मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट्स एंड रेयर बुक्स, सम बुक्स which are manuscripts and are not easily available, so they have also provided through the delnet to the rare books. Knowledge gainer portal access full text e-books, journals and articles through the delnet. The resources is fully available. It depends on us which type of information we need to use and how we can use it. We should know about that particular things, how we can use it as per our requirement. After that, e-books. Through the audio biography and biographics, e-books read and download them online. Full text medical books also available through the delnet. After that, thesis and dissertation. They have also provided some portal I have also discussed here, Dart I have discussed here, through which you can in 11 lakhs, more than 11 lakhs thesis. Beside its delnet also providing the thesis and dissertation through the different type of portal, that is the EBSCO open dissertations, global full text thesis and dissertations, network digital library of thesis I have also discussed here. Yale medicine thesis digital library, in the field of the medicine you will find the different type of PhD thesis. Other online databases also available through the delnet. So delnet is a very powerful service which is provided by the delnet organization and on the minimum cost, because the subscription cost would be maximum 15,000 per year maximum. It is, so I need we should use delnet as well as at the Enlist, because because I belong from the university and we are not authorized to subscribe the Enlist. We are not authorized because Enlist have not provided to access to the university. It only access provided to the college level, because they think that the university can subscribe at their own level. So you can use the different aspects. Besides it, we have sometimes we face the difficulty regarding to setting the reference. So different type of reference tool is also available on the internet, which is freely available, and you can use the renowned reference tool is the Mendeley. So you can download the Mendeley and you can, there are two versions of the Mendeley. There is the desktop version for which that work offline. Means you have some research paper, you want to, this research paper reference should be in the AP format, in the MLA format, in the different type of format is available in the Mendeley, and you can download and you can connect it through the web. What is the benefit through the web? When you search any document on the Google Scholar and any on the search engine, you directly go on that particular, click on that particular page, and your references automatically convert in any standard format which you want. And you can convert, if you convert the AP, and you can change it as per your requirement in MLA, in any. So Mendeley is the open access reference tool through which you can set your references. Beside Mendeley, also the SiteMe is also available in the Google Scholar, also providing the facility of referencing your documents, and after that Gitario. But if you talk about the best is the Mendeley, which is very easy to handle, and that is very useful from the referencing point of view. So different open courses, open source resources are also available, which is a big list, so it is not possible to cover all the. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, yes,
there is citation index of our research papers. So if we want to see what is the citation index of like my paper, how can we?
मैं वही बताता हूँ आपको citation index है. It depends. If you have the subscription, देखिए citation index के different databases है. Web of Science, that is the commercial database. So if we talk about the Scopus, that is also the commercial database. But if you want to see your citation database, if your paper is published in any journal which is cited by the Scopus, which is covered in the Scopus list, then your citation will show in the Scopus database. If your research journal is covered in that particular Web of Science, then you can show your citation database from that. Besides it, if any journal is not covered in the Scopus and not in the website Web of Science, then you can use generally the ResearchGate and Google Scholar. But you need to register yourself in the Google Scholar and in the ResearchGate, and the research paper which is available on the internet is not in the full text, then it will provide the citation index of that particular research paper which you have published. So that are the different aspects of that particular research paper through which you can get the even author index. H index. H index we call the author index. After that, the impact factor. Sometimes we see that we publish the research paper in any journal, it will show the impact factor is 5. Before go on that particular journal, especially in the field of social sciences, it is a challenge to publish a research paper more than 2 impact factor. But sometimes we see that 5 impact factor, 6 impact factor is not possible. The science background and science field teachers, research scholars can publish their paper because their research paper is based on the applied science and applied research. So their paper can be easily published in the 2 and 3 impact factor in the science journal. But if you talk about the science journal, you will see that 5 impact factor, 3 impact factor, all are, I want to say anything about that because you cannot, because what is the criteria of the impact factor? The criteria of the impact factor, if you know the criteria of the impact, to measure the impact of the criteria. Sometimes you feel that in any journal you find the volume number 5, 3, 2. The volume number is 2 and impact factor is 5. That is totally wrong. It is not possible the volume number is 2 and impact factor is 1. Not possible. It is not possible when the volume 1, 2, 3 and the impact factor is 6, because what is the criteria? What is the criteria to measure the impact factor? Last 2 years research paper should be cited which is published in that particular journal. So be careful, and predatory journals you know very well about regarding the predatory journals, because sometimes we received enormous email your research paper will be published within 24 hours, within 30. It is not possible because the reputed peer-reviewed journals, if you submit our research paper in the, firstly, it will never email to you, we publish your paper in 24 hours. So that is the predatory journal, and being a researcher, being a teacher, we should avoid the predatory journals. We should go for the UGC care list, and we should go for the journal finder tools, because the journal finder tool provides the peer-reviewed, authentic journals through that particular field. So that is all about from my side. If you have any question, any doubt, then you can ask. I will try to my best to satisfy your query. Thank you so much.
Excuse me, sir. It was a very good and informative lecture, and I wish to add some few points related to your lecture. क्योंकि अभी माहौल भी ऐसा ही है और
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सर.
If principal sir permit me, then I can add a few lines. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for providing so informative lecture for our colleagues. कुछ चीज़ें ऐसी हैं क्योंकि जिन ओपन रिसोर्सेज की बात चल रही थी उसके बारे में कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन जो मैं एक्स्ट्रा ऐड करना चाहता हूँ वो ये कि सर ने जो भी बताया इनक्लिबनेट के बारे में, और उसके साथ साथ जो हमारे लेक्चर्स थे ईपीजी पाठशाला पे, और इसके साथ साथ जो बहुत सारे विद्यामित्रा पे हैं, स्वयं प्रभा पे हैं, जो जितने भी स्वयं प्रभा चैनल हैं दे आर अवेलेबल ऑन DDDs ओनली, उसके सिवाय किसी प्लेटफॉर्म पे अवेलेबल नहीं है। तो आजकल हम लोग DDDs जनरली इस्तेमाल नहीं करते, तो उसके लिए आपके लिए मैं एक ऑप्शन बता देता हूँ कि ऑल दीज चैनल्स दे आर अवेलेबल ऑन यूट्यूब, ऑल 34 चैनल्स दे आर अवेलेबल ऑन यूट्यूब, क्योंकि हम सिर्फ चैनल 9 देखते हैं बिकॉज दैट बिलोंग्स टू लाइफ साइंसेज, और जितने हायर एजुकेशन के चैनल्स हैं उन पे जितने भी वीडियो हैं दे आर डाउनलोडेबल आल्सो। तो आप यूट्यूब पे किसी भी टाइम, पूरा एक ग्रुप है उस पर पूरी लिस्ट है 34 चैनल्स की, सारे अवेलेबल हैं। और इसके साथ साथ हायर एजुकेशन डिपार्टमेंट हरियाणा ने अपने कुछ लेक्चर्स प्रिपेयर करवाए थे पूरे टीचर्स के जरिए, वो भी यूट्यूब पे सारे के सारे अवेलेबल हैं। कंप्लीट इन्फॉर्मेशन अबाउट यूजी एंड पीजी, जितना भी हमारा जो सिलेबस है वो सारे के सारे लेक्चर्स अवेलेबल हैं। लेकिन जो DHE हरियाणा द्वारा जो लेक्चर प्रिपेयर करवाए गए थे दे आर नॉट इजीली एक्सेसिबल, क्योंकि उसका जो एक्सेसिबल जो ऑप्शंस हैं वो सिर्फ नोडल ऑफिसर्स के पास हैं। तो आप अपने सब्जेक्ट के नोडल ऑफिसर से बात करके उनका लिंक आप ले सकते हैं और आप अपने स्टूडेंट्स को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं। इसके बाद अभी सर ने बात की रिसर्च गेट की, जिससे हम साइटेशन इंडेक्स ले सकते हैं। रिसर्च गेट एक ऐसी रिपोजिटरी है जिसके ऊपर कितने लाखों या कितने करोड़ों पेपर पड़े हुए हैं उसका हमें आइडिया भी नहीं है। आप अपने सिलेबस से रिलेटेड, आप अपने रिसर्च फील्ड से रिलेटेड उस पर अगर रिसर्च पेपर सर्च करते हैं आपके सामने बहुत लंबी वो आएगी, लिस्ट आएगी। और जितना मैंने अब तक देखा है लाइफ साइंसेज के केस में, जो एकदम करेक्ट, जो आपके टॉपिक से बिल्कुल सही मैच करता हुआ जो सर्च आती है, वो रिसर्च गेट पे ही आती है। आपका जो रिसर्च गेट के ऊपर स्कोर है, वो भी बहुत सारे इंस्टीट्यूट उसको रिकॉग्नाइज करते हैं कि आपका रिसर्च गेट के ऊपर जो स्कोर है वो स्कोर कितना है। तो इसलिए रिसर्च गेट पे आप सबका जो अकाउंट है वो आपके लिए काफ़ी बेनिफिशियल हो सकता है। इसी के साथ साथ कोई पेपर अगर कहीं नहीं मिल रहा हो तो academia.com पे भी आप एक्सेस कर सकते हैं, उस पर भी बहुत सारे पेपर्स अवेलेबल हैं। हाँ, पहले शायद academia.com था, लेकिन मेरे सिस्टम में सारा कुछ ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट है, तो इसलिए मुझे बार बार साइट देखने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती। इसके बाद मैं सभी जो हमारे साथी रिसर्च में कुछ करना चाहते हैं उनके लिए मैं 3 चीज़ें बहुत खास बता देना चाहता हूँ, वो भी ई रिसोर्सेज ही हैं। सबसे पहली बात, हर सब्जेक्ट का कोई ना कोई सिटीजन साइंस ग्रुप जरूर है, कम से कम साइंस में तो है। जैसे हमारा है, हम ई फ्लोरा ऑफ इंडिया के जनरली एक उसके साथ कम्युनिकेट करते हैं और मोर देन 10,000 पीपल ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड हम उससे जुड़े हुए हैं। हमारा इंटरनेशनल है, एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन टेक्साकॉम के नाम से, जितने भी क्लासिकल बॉटनी पे काम करने वाले वर्ल्ड के अंदर जो रिसर्चर्स हैं सारे टेक्साकॉम से जरूर जुड़े हुए हैं, जितने भी टेक्सोनॉमी पे काम करने वाले हैं। और एक साइट है बायोडाइवर्सिटी हेरिटेज लाइब्रेरी, जिसपे 400 इयर्स ओल्ड बुक्स, फोर्टस मलबेरिकस एक बुक है जो कि लगभग 16वीं शताब्दी थी, 16th सेंचुरी में लिखी गई थी, वो भी उसके ऊपर अवेलेबल है। 300 से 400 साल पुराने, 300-400 इयर्स जो पुराने रिसोर्सेज हैं वो अवेलेबल हैं। क्योंकि बायोलॉजिकल साइंसेज में आप जब तक अपनी रिसर्च को, अपनी न्यू डिस्कवरी को पुराने के साथ कंपेयर नहीं करेंगे, वो वैलिड नहीं मानी जाएगी। तो उससे आप सारा कुछ डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं। जो सबसे ऑथेंटिक सोर्स है प्लांट साइंसेज में, फ्लोरा ऑफ ब्रिटिश इंडिया, उसके 7 के 7 वॉल्यूम, जो कि आज की उनकी जो कॉस्ट है वो 1 लाख से ऊपर है, अगर आप परचेज करेंगे, वो उस साइट के ऊपर फ्रीली अवेलेबल है। अदर जो हमारे साइंस के सब्जेक्ट्स हैं उनके लिए भी archive.net के ऊपर बहुत सारे रिसोर्सेज फ्रीली अवेलेबल हैं, एंड यू कैन डाउनलोड ऑल दोज रिसोर्सेज। तो बायोडाइवर्सिटी हेरिटेज लाइब्रेरी और archive.net, इन पे भी आप कर सकते हैं। और सबसे बड़ी बात मैं आपको एक कहना चाहूँगा कि जब आप रिसर्च के फील्ड में आ गए हैं, विदाउट सोशल इंटरेक्शन कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता। आप हर एक सब्जेक्ट का कोई ना कोई व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप जरूर होता है, आप उस व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में ऐड जरूर हो जाइए। अगर व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप नहीं है तो गूगल ग्रुप होगा, गूगल ग्रुप नहीं होगा किसी और प्लेटफॉर्म पे ऐड होगा। उसका बेनिफिट आपको ये मिलेगा कि जो भी उसमें लेटेस्ट डिस्कवरी हो रही है उसके ऊपर कोई ना कोई चर्चा परिचर्चा उसके ऊपर डेली चलती रहती है, और उसका बेनिफिट आपको कहीं ना कहीं मिलता रहता है। जो पेपर आपको कहीं नहीं मिलेगा वो रिसर्च गेट पे इसीलिए मिल जाएगा, आप डायरेक्ट उसको मेल कर सकते हैं। और आपको मेल का फॉर्मेट, आपको सिर्फ सेंड टू ऑथर क्लिक करना है और आपको मेल टाइप भी नहीं करनी है, और आपके पास इन्फॉर्मेशन आ जाएगी कि ये पेपर अब डाउनलोड करने के लिए अवेलेबल है, तो आप वहाँ पे उसको डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं। सिटीजन साइंस ग्रुप्स का कितना इम्पैक्ट है कि IISc बेंगलोर, जो कि इंडिया का मोस्ट प्रीमियर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है साइंटिफिक रिसर्च में, उनके यहाँ से 20 से ज़्यादा सिटीजन साइंस ग्रुप चलते हैं। क्योंकि कोई भी रिसर्च आदमी अकेला नहीं कर सकता। जैसे अभी बर्ड काउंट ऑफ उत्तराखंड चल रहा है, तो वो उत्तराखंड के जो बर्ड काउंट करते हैं उसमें सारे साइंटिस्ट नहीं होते। पूरा उत्तराखंड में एकदम बर्ड काउंट करने के लिए कितनी मैन पावर की जरूरत पड़ेगी। उसमें बहुत सारे एमेच्योर साइंटिस्ट, जो रिटायर्ड लोग हैं, टीचर्स हैं, स्टूडेंट्स हैं, वो सारे जाते हैं। बटरफ्लाई ऑफ इंडिया है, बर्ड्स ऑफ इंडिया है, प्लांट्स ऑफ इंडिया है। तो ऐसे किसी न किसी ग्रुप जो आपका भी जिससे रिलेटेड है, आप उससे जरूर जुड़े रहिए, आपको लेटेस्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलती रहेगी। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर फॉर प्रोवाइडिंग मी टाइम, एंड थैंक यू वेरी मच अनिल सर, आज आपने बहुत अच्छी इन्फॉर्मेशन दी। बहुत सारे पॉइंट्स ऐसे थे जो, क्योंकि मैं इन चीज़ों से बहुत पहले से जुड़ा हुआ हूँ, तो मुझे भी नई इन्फॉर्मेशन थी। थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक यू।
इसके अलावा एक टेड टॉक है जिसमें हम लेटेस्ट जो भी उसमें अलग अलग एक्सपर्ट्स आते हैं, तो वो भी आप देख सकते हो। काफ़ी रिसोर्सेज है, जैसे सर ने भी ऐड की है अभी, तो बहुत ऐसे रिसोर्सेज है जो काफ़ी यूजफुल है, बट वी नीड टू कंसिडर एज पर आवर रिक्वायरमेंट।
डॉक्टर बलकार का भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, जो सर ने ये कतार को पूरा किया। सर ने तो बताया ही था, उसके बाद फिर सर ने बहुत अच्छे से बताया, सारी चीज़ें बताई, और मेरे ख्याल से समझ में भी आया होगा सभी को सारे के सारे सोर्सेज। दूसरा क्या है कि हमारी जो कॉलेज की लाइब्रेरी है, हम कॉलेज की लाइब्रेरी की साइट है, हम लगभग नहीं खोल के देखते। उसमें क्या है कि लगभग सारी चीज़ें हैं, सारी तो नहीं बता सकते, लेकिन लगभग जो चीज़ें हो सकती थी वो चीज़ें यहाँ हैं। सर्विस एंड फैसिलिटीज़ में जाइए, बच्चों के लिए भी और स्टूडेंट के लिए भी है। ये आप ये देखिए, ये डेलनेट है। डेलनेट आपने अभी खोला, डेलनेट खुलेगा। डेलनेट पे आप कितने भी अपने रिसर्च पेपर डाउनलोड कर सकते हो। ये सारा का सारा खुला हुआ है। किसी का भी आपने रिसर्च पेपर देखना है, मैनेजमेंट का देखना है तो मैनेजमेंट का खोलिए, फुल टेक्स्ट मिलेगा आपको, कितने भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं। इसका पासवर्ड हमने नोटिस बोर्ड पे भी लगाया हुआ है और कॉलेज की साइट पे ये ऐसे ओपन भी पड़ा हुआ है कि आप कॉलेज की साइट को सिर्फ देखिए एक बार, उसके बाद आप उसमें सर्च करोगे तो आपने पासवर्ड डालने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी। अगर रिक्वायरमेंट है तो नोटिस बोर्ड पे हमने दोनों के डेलनेट के भी और इनक्लिवनेट के भी दोनों के वो लगाए हुए हैं, आप उनको ले सकते हो। आप फुल टेक्स्ट जर्नल अब 2021 का आया हुआ है, ये सारा का सारा आप उसमें डाउनलोड कर सकते हो। यानी आपने अगर आपका काम का है प्रिंट आउट ले सकते हो, नहीं काम का है तो आप अपने लैपटॉप पे उसको सेव कर सकते हो। दूसरा ये सर ने बताया इनक्लिवनेट है। इनक्लिवनेट का भी सेम वही है, आप ओपन कर सकते हो। एनालिस्ट है इनक्लिवनेट की है ये सर्विसेज, इसको आप ये सर ने भी बताया था, लेकिन क्या है कि हम कम यूज़ करते हैं कि उसमें क्या नाम है, इस बहुत वैल्यूएबल सोर्स है ये। अगर हम इसको यूज़ करें तो हमारे रिसर्च के लिए बहुत फ़ायदेमंद रहेगा। काफ़ी सारे पेपर हैं, ई बुक्स हैं, ये लाखों की संख्या में ई बुक्स हैं, स्प्रेंजर के बहुत अच्छे जो जितने भी पब्लिशर हैं, जेस्टोर है, ऑक्सफोर्ड है, विल्सन का है, कैम्ब्रिज यूनिवर्सिटी है, बहुत अच्छे जितने भी रेपुटेड वो हैं पब्लिशर, वो सारे के सारे इस पर अवेलेबल हैं। दूसरा मैं बताना चाहूँगा, कई फैकल्टी टीचर्स की रिक्वायरमेंट ये होती है कि सर ये बुक बताइए हमें कि कोई लाइब्रेरी में हमारी है नहीं है, किसी के पास है या इशू है, सेल पे है तो कहाँ है, बहुत सारी रिक्वायरमेंट रहती हैं। हमने यहाँ सर ने एक बार हमें बोला और सर ने हमें क्योस की तभी परमिशन दे दी। मेरे ख्याल से 2 दिन के अंदर ही हमारा क्योस आ गया था, 2 साल से हो गया, लेकिन क्योस को भी बहुत कम लोग यूज़ करते हैं। क्योस आपने यूज़ करना चाहिए। दूसरा, आप अपने फ़ोन पे भी सिर्फ कॉलेज की वेबसाइट को एक बार सर्च कीजिए और उसके बाद वो वेबो पैक बनाए हो हमने यहाँ, वेबो पैक को खोलिए, आप कुछ भी डालिए इसमें। ये नहीं है ज़रूरी है कि आपने क्या नाम उसका सारा का सारा टाइटल पता है, कोई बात नहीं, कुछ टाइटल नहीं पता है, कोई राइटर नहीं पता है, तो आप सिर्फ उसमें कुछ भी डालोगे, कीवर्ड्स कुछ भी डालोगे। जैसे चेतन भगत का एक वो है नोवेल है 2020, रेवोल्यूशन 2020, आपने नहीं पता रेवोल्यूशन 2020, आपने ध्यान है कि 2020 है कुछ, सिर्फ क्लिक कीजिए और आपके सामने ये सारा का सारा वो पैक आपके सामने है। और ये रेवोल्यूशन 2020 अब है कहाँ ये भी आपको दिखाएगा। ये मार्क आया है और वहाँ भी आपको ये इसकी लोकेशन दिखा रहा था, लेकिन मार्क में भी 79 के 3 में पड़ा हुआ है। 79 जो हमारी अलमीरा है उसके कॉलम नंबर 3 में ये पड़ा हुआ है, सेल पे है, ये भी दिखा दिया उसने, कोई आउट नहीं है। अगर होगा तो वो ये भी दिखाएगा कि ये आउट है, किसी के पास है। जैसे ही आप दोबारा सर्च करोगे उसको आपको देखना है कि ये आया है या नहीं आया, दोबारा सर्च कर सकते हो उसको 1 दिन बाद 2 दिन बाद, जैसे ही सेल पे आएगा आप बोल सकते हो। बोलना भी क्या है कि आप ले सकते हो उसको जाके, ओपन एक्सेस है हमारा लाइब्रेरी का, जाके लीजिए और अपने जो भी क्वेरी हो गई, किसी भी टाइप की, एनी टाइप ऑफ क्वेरी आप अपने मोबाइल से ही पूरी कर सकते हो। भले ही बस कॉलेज में हो और कॉलेज की साइट चलती हो और हमारा सर्वर चलता हो, बस छुट्टी वाले दिन घर पे ये अवेलेबल नहीं हो पाएगा, कॉलेज में ही अवेलेबल हो पाएगा। ये थोड़ी सी इंफॉर्मेशन थी हमारे इसकी लाइब्रेरी की, और थोड़ा सा हम चाह रहे थे, सर ने भी अच्छा दिया, हम भी चाह रहे थे कि लाइब्रेरी की जो सर्विसेज हैं,
सर्वर को ऑन नहीं रख सकते हैं क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
सर बिल्कुल ऑन नहीं रख सकते, फिर जैसे रात को जैसे जाते हैं 5 बजे तक तो ओपन ही होता है सर।
अगर हम 24/7 करें क्या
तो फिर सर उसमें कुछ ये हो सकता है सर कि कुछ ना कुछ फॉल्ट आ जाए, जैसे लाइट का है कुछ या उसका है सर,
नहीं यूनिवर्सिटी में रहता है सर, तो आप कर सकते हो
उसको आप वर्चुअल पे कर दो या उस पे यूपीएस पे कर दो,
पढ़ाने पड़ेंगे सबको।
यूपीएस पे कर दो उसको,
ऑनलाइन यूपीएस
मेरे को प्रपोजल बनाओ इसका।
हाँ हाँ हाँ। और मैं
कंपनी सेंस क्या है?
ये इन्फॉर्मेशन थी जो लाइब्रेरी के हमने आपसे शेयर करनी थी, और ये उसके लिए थैंक यू धन्यवाद, थैंक यू।
Before expressing vote of thanks, I request Principal Sir Dr. Jagdish Gupta ji, Convener Harvinderjit Madam ji, Organizing Secretary Sunil ji, and other my senior faculty members, please come on the dais for felicitation of resource person. Seema ma'am, please. Seema ma'am from library. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now we have reached end of the session. I would like to express vote of thanks. I would like to convey my sincere thanks to resource person Dr. Anil Kumar ji for sharing his valuable insights with us and with the virtual participants. It would be definitely beneficial for the students and faculty members to know about the open access e-resources and usage of these resources. Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with your in-depth knowledge. I extend my heartiest thanks to worthy principal Dr. Jagdish Gupta ji, who always motivate us, who is a motivating force behind us and always inspire us to conduct such programs for the benefit of the teachers, faculty members and the students. I would like to extend my gratitude towards convener of this program, Mrs. Harvinderjit ji, organizing secretary Sunil Kumar ji, and other my fellow colleagues who devoted their time to listen the thoughts of the resource person, as well as also sharing their views, additional knowledge with the faculty members and the students. I would like to convey my sincere thanks to Research Cell Coordinator Dr. Santosh Tikuji, who always inspire us to organize sessions for the benefit of the teaching fraternity and as well as for the students. Last but not the least, I would like to convey my thanks towards the participants who joined us today offline as well as virtually. And also my thanks goes to Mr. Dinesh and his team who has arranged the session live as well for the participants who are at their home attending the session or who are in the office. They are also attending the session live on the YouTube channel. I express my thanks towards who joined us directly or indirectly. Thank you everyone.